Greetings, fellow Enigma seekers. Today we embark on a global journey to unveil the physical mysteries of legendary beings akin to Bigfoot. From the icy peaks of the Himalayas to the lush rainforests of the Amazon, let's uncover the secrets behind these elusive creatures. Our journey today begins with the Yeti, also known as the Abominable Snowman, from the Nepal and Tibet region. The Yeti is described as a massive, ape-like creature adapted to snowy environments. Witnesses mention a robust build, covered in a thick, shaggy fur, and standing on two legs. The Himalayan mountain range, particularly in Nepal and Tibet, are where these sightings usually occur. Legends dating back centuries, with the first Western account in 1921 by Lieutenant Colonel Charles Howard Bury during the British Mount Everest reconnaissance expedition. A document sighting in 1951 by mountaineer Eric Shipton captured photographs of a mysterious footprint in the snow near Mogollon Glacier.
Yetis don't exist.
Next up, we have the Almasty, the Russian Wildman from Russia. Its physical description is described as a large, human-like creature covered in hair, with a powerful build and a height ranging from 6 to 8 feet tall. The Almasty has been regularly sighted in the remote Caucasus and Pamir Mountains in Russia. Early reports of the creature are rooted in folklore, transmitted across generations, gaining documented attention in the 20th century. A notable encounter occurred in 1941 when Russian scientist Marie Janae Kaufman reported encountering an Almasty during an expedition in the Caucasus. Despite limited physical evidence, belief in the Almasty is sustained by the anecdotal accounts and eyewitness testimonies. The Mapinguari, the jungle giant from Brazil. The Mapinguari is a colossal ape-like creature with distinctive features, such as backward-facing feet and a mouth on its belly, is frequently reported in the Amazon rainforest, particularly in Brazil. Early accounts stem from indigenous folklore passed down through generations, and modern sightings have been documented since the early 20th century. In 2007, Brazilian researchers reported a documented sighting claiming to have recorded unusual vocalizations and discovered large, unidentifiable footprints in the Amazon. However, the evidence remains limited, relying primarily on audio recordings and footprint casts to support evidence of the Mapinguari. Next up, we have the Chuchuna, the Siberian mystery in Siberia. The Chuchuna is a large, robust, hairy humanoid and is said to inhabit the remote regions of Siberia, particularly in Russia, with sporadic sightings reported in isolated areas. Rooted in Siberian folklore and legends passed down through generations, documented sightings are limited, but involve local accounts of encounters in the wilderness. Similar to the Almasty, the evidence supporting the existence of Chuchuna is scant, relying on anecdotal testimonies and traditional folklore rather than substantial physical proof. Next up, we have the Sasquatch, the North American giant. Sasquatch, often synonymous with Bigfoot, is described as a large, ape-like creature covered in dark fur and standing on two legs, commonly sighted in forested areas across North America, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. Indigenous folklore has spoken of Sasquatch for centuries, and modern reports gained attention in the mid-20th century. The iconic Patterson-Gimlin film of 1967 captured a blurry yet influential image of the purported female Sasquatch, sparking debates about its authenticity. Evidence supporting Sasquatch's existence include footprint casts, audio recordings, and eyewitness accounts, fueling ongoing scientific interest in the quest to unravel the mystery of this elusive creature. Next up on our list is the Yowie, Australia's enigmatic being. The Yowie, described as a large, hairy creature resembling an ape or human with varying fur colors, is regularly spotted across the Australian wilderness, particularly in the outback and dense forests. Indigenous Australian folklore has mentioned Yowies for centuries, and early documented reports date back to the 19th century. In the 1970s, the Jimbor Yowie sightings in Queensland garnished attention, with locals reporting encounters and strange footprints. The evidence supporting Yowie's existence, akin to the Sasquatch, include footprint casts, hair samples, and eyewitness testimonies, contributing to the ongoing intrigue and exploration of this mysterious creature in Australian folklore. Next on the list is the Mogollon Monster, the Southwest Mystery, from Arizona, United States. The Mogollon Monster, described as a large, hairy creature standing over 7 feet tall, with talon-like fingers and a blood-curdling scream, is primarily sighted in the Mogollon Rim region of the northeastern Arizona, extending to the Grand Canyon and Prescott National Forest. Initial sightings of this mysterious creature date back to 1903, and reports have persisted sporadically into the 21st century. In 2004, a hiker reported hearing eerie screams and documented strange footprints, reigniting interest in the Mogollon Monster. The evidence supporting its existence is limited, relying on sightings, vocalizations, and footprint casts as the primary sources contributing to the lore surrounding this enigmatic creature. Have you ever heard of the skunk ape, the southern stalker from Florida, United States? The skunk ape, described as a foul-smelling ape-like creature with a physically imposing and secretive nature, is regularly spotted in the swamps and forests of Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Originating from Seminole myth in the early 1800s, the legend gained more recent attention with sightings in the late 1970s. In 2000, a series of photographs purportedly captured a skunk ape near Sarasota, Florida, though authenticity remains debated. The evidence supporting the skunk ape legend includes photographs, eyewitness accounts, and footprint casts, contributing to the ongoing fascination and mystery surrounding this cryptid.
That's the skunk ape.
Next on the list is the Ohio Grassman, the friendly giant out of Ohio, USA. The Ohio Grassman, described as a hairy, 9-foot-tall creature that is reputedly more friendly than the other Bigfoot relatives, is regularly sighted in the woodlands and rural areas of Ohio, with the first credible sighting reported in 1978. While folklore about the Grassman dates back to the 1700s, the most notable report is from 1978, when a family spotted the creature in their gravel pit. This encounter remains a well-documented sighting of the Ohio Grassman. Despite limited physical evidence, the lore surrounding the Grassman relies on eyewitness testimonies, contributing to the ongoing intrigue and speculation about this cryptid in Ohio. From Ohio in America, we now move to China. The Chinese Yeren, or the guardian of the western mountains in China, is next on the list. The Yeren, also known as the Chinese Wildman, is described as a large, hairy creature with human-like features, and is regularly spotted in the mountainous regions of western China, with reported sightings dating back 3,000 years. The first accounts of the Yeren emerged in the ancient Chinese texts and a notable modern report came from the communist officials in 1977. Despite government-funded investigations that year, no conclusive evidence was found to support the existence of the Yeren. Limited physical evidence exists, and the creature remains a cultural icon deeply embedded in Chinese folklore. These mythical beings continue to captivate our imaginations and challenge the boundaries of our understanding. From the icy heights of the Himalayas to the lush jungles of the Amazon, the quest for evidence and truth continues. What Bigfoot legend do you have where you come from? There has never been any substantial evidence found that has been accepted by the scientific community. With all of the discoveries made throughout time and history, from the oldest evidence of living organisms to the finding of dinosaur bones, if there was a true Bigfoot creature, I'm sure we would have discovered it by now. But I do admit, I could be wrong. The widespread prevalence of a Bigfoot-like creature globally can be explained by the universality of human cultural patterns, shared experiences, and the influences of folklore in societies. Various factors contribute to the global prevalence of Bigfoot legends, including the presence of archetypal imagery that taps into universal primal fears and fascinations. Additionally, the nature of the wilderness and its historical impact on human imagination, shared experiences with communities, cultural similarities and folklore themes, human cognitive patterns of anthropomorphization, the unknown, media influence in disseminating and popularizing legends, and the cultural transmission of folklore through generations all play a significant role. In summary, the enduring fascination with humanoid creatures in the wild stems from a shared cultural elements, archetypal imagery, universal human experiences, and the persuasive influence in media in disseminating and adapting these legends across different cultures. Join us next time as we unravel more mysteries on the Chronicles of Enigma. Stay curious, my friends. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. We really appreciate your support. Thank you for watching.